Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to cover, as always, the most trending stocks in the market. At the same time, I'll try to cover some of the requests that you guys dropped in the comment section of our page or of our channel. Okay, and for now, I first would like to invite everyone, if this is the type of video you'd like to watch every single day, or you're about to start your journey in the stock market, I think this is a good channel for you. I'm sure you'll learn a lot from our daily stock market review here. Okay, so feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos every single day. All right. Um, so let's start with, first of all, let me just check the questions I have. Well, one, Benji asked, "Hi, Miss JD, what do you think about Davin right now? Any insights?" Okay, I'll make sure to include Davin. Let me just jot that down. Davin. Um, Johnny said, "Good morning, awesome day. Thank you." Trevor is asking about Prmx and AGI, Abba and PHA. Okay, and that one is for PDA Vici. Vici. Okay, let me, so I already have that. Okay, Wang also asked for Axlm. So I was not able to include this yesterday. Okay, so now I have it on my list. All right, so let's get started. Oh, wow. Look at that. PSEI, we were actually correct. So we have a continuation. So last night I mentioned about possible continuation if the market crosses the MA20 line, and it did cross the MA20 line. So this is an official breakout of the downtrend channel. As you can see, this is your downtrend channel, right? And we've crossed the MA20 line. So that for me is a breakout of the downtrend channel. So looks like we are now about to form an uptrend. So yesterday I talked about potentially the pullback that we have seen around this day is already creating a higher low. So if I'm to draw this time, so it could potentially look like this, right? So we might be following this path now that we have crossed the MA20 line. So looking really good. So what's in it for us? Okay, so there's a big chance now that our stocks in that are included in the index, and there are around 30 of them, will be moving in that direction. Okay, so but then again, we are going to find that out as we go through each one. So that is our index, and in one statement, I find our index as um, starting to become bullish right now. Okay, so let us go ahead and first talk about your request. So let's talk about Davin. I'd like to check this out. Davin for me is also showing us some signs of recovery, given that we have officially crossed the MA20 line, and look at the volume. We have not officially gotten outside of that cloud. We're still within this average volume, but slowly, right? Each day, this is already a third day where we have noticed a slight increase in our volume. It's increasing. Okay, so that's a good sign. There's also foreign buying, but I still find the next moves to be on slow pacing still. And don't rush. I might be wrong as well. We could even have something like this on the reverse side, like big moves to the upside. But still we are in a very good level for those people who would like to add more volume. I think this is a good area to add some more, because I feel that in the next few days we could be triggering this upper Bollinger Band, and if it does that, then of course there will be a continuation again, moving higher and higher. Okay, so MA 23 peso area, that for me is our support, or 3.08. All right. So let's now take a look at PRMX. So guys, I don't really have the time to read the news. So just in any case, there are some news that I will not be able to include in my insights. Please, please, let's help one another. Let's educate one another by you sharing your thoughts and information that you might know that we haven't talked about it in here. Okay, so PRMX, very bullish at the moment. 1.7 million on foreign buying. Foreign buying. Volume is increasing each day. There are people who can play this kind of setup, and this is what we call a momentum play. So there was a red. Notice each time it pushes the price higher, then there's just one day of rest, and then it takes off again, then rest, and then takes off again. So my take on this is I still see that this is bullish. Okay, volume is there. However, we it has already been several days that it's moving higher and higher. We're now at the overbought. When the price is up here, it's overbought. That means it's starting to become more expensive, and we don't know. There could be a lot of big players or institutions who are in PRMX, and they could dump it anytime and then bring the price drastically downwards, right? However, I'm not saying you cannot play this game, but my take here is that you know that it's bullish, you know that it's going up. The next thing you want to do is uh, filter this on a much faster time frame. You can even have several views. Probably look at it in an hour, then eventually 15. You can have several windows. It's just so you know the overall sentiment on a much faster time frame. So, and then all of a sudden, for instance, you're looking at a 15-minute chart, and on the 15-minute chart, it's starting to slow down. Your intuition is saying that what you're questioning, why is the movement starting to slow down. The next thing you will do is go to a much faster time frame, probably 5 minutes, then and you will see in there that selling is starting to take place. So when that thing happens, chances are it could potentially pull back. And then from there, you have to also look at the volume, because sometimes if we move higher and higher and then volume starts to decrease, that means people feel that it's starting to become more expensive. That's why volume is starting to decline, and then next possible move after that is a retracement. So it would be good if we see it in an actual chart. Let me see. I just want to illustrate that. um, Let us try a, okay, let's try to use this. Let me, okay, so this is an example that was example of what I was referring to. Okay, so the price was moving higher, right? And then all of a sudden, as we reached the top here, the volume has declined. That means, and no one's really interested in pushing the price even higher. Pair that with the candlestick being red, then that was your sign. And then there's a continuation that supported the bearish candlestick that you have here. and then the volume is still on the solid selling sentiment, then of course there was a continuation moving downwards. So that is what I was referring to. Okay, so that's my take. Just be very careful. If you do not know the big story or the big picture of a stock, chances are that's just a temporary quick play for our traders. They enter, push the price higher very quickly, and then dump it. Okay, so just be extra careful with PRMX. Unless I do not know any, I mean, because I am not really able to follow the story of PRMX. So if you know the big picture of PRMX, just let me know, drop a comment, and so we could be well informed here. Next one is AGI. AGI is also starting to show recovery. Look at that. Um, our previous resistance can now become our support for AGI. That's around 11.09. Yeah, so we're also triggering the upper Bollinger Band. And now what you can do as well is try to zoom out, like how far are we from the peak? See that? So this stock has declined significantly, and we are just beginning to recover. See that? Imagine how much it has dropped. So I am now on a monthly chart. So since 2014, it even for the past how many years now, it has been on a decline, and we're just starting to show recovery here. So maybe after how many years? 14, what, 11? More than 8 or 8, 7, I don't know my math. So 10 years is 2014, maybe 7 years. So on a monthly chart, so every candlestick on a monthly chart is equivalent to 1 month. So for the past few months now, since August of 2020, we have been recovering, and we officially crossed the MA20 line. So this could also mean that we might be, in the next few months, we could be moving higher and higher, contrary to the direction that we had since 2014. So let's try to observe. Maybe we could see some more movements to the upside. There's a share buyback. And there's another one. You know, when you see a share buyback, that means the company feels that the price of this stock is starting to become very, very cheap, that they want to buy it back, reducing the number of shares that's floating for the public to avail. And now that you have low supply, then the next possible movement for that is it could move the price even higher. Look, they're buying at 11.28, around 10, 11 area, because they feel that it's really starting to become cheap. Okay, look at that. So I think the next movement here really is for this stock to move higher. If I'm not mistaken, AGI is also part of the index. Okay, so looking good, looking attractive. Imagine for how many days now they've been buying their shares. Look at that. Okay, so look at it in the long term. What is the possible effect of the company buying the stock? Okay, so I find it interesting. I find it really, really promising for AGI. Abba. Abba, let's try to see. Abba did a good move today. It has been the third day where we are moving on a green and starting to trigger the upper band. So who knows? We could be moving again, and we could be challenging uh, this area. This first 1 peso and 60 cents. we could be challenging that first before we start to move up here. If I'm not mistaken, this is the all-time high, around 188. But definitely, this one is also starting to show an increase in the volume. Look at that, where the volume here is really at the very, very low, and then we're starting to increase. See that the last day is a little higher, and our RSI is on a healthy level. So I see a possible continuation later today. All right, AXLM. AXLM, we are creating, guys. We are creating a resistance at the area where it is at right now, around the 352 level, 350 area. We're at a resistance. Okay. So nice to see this volume, but unless it crosses the 350 level, then I think we might still pull back. So wait and see here. Okay, this is a resistance area I'm looking at. The stock is having a difficult time breaking the key level, so something to watch out for. Let's now go to the most trending ones. Let's talk about the Nito, a stock in my portfolio that's also for the long term. All right, so we did a gap up for the day, started higher, 1134, and we filled the gap on the same day, which I like. I like it that way. At least the movement is slow and steady. If it goes higher, at least, no turning back, hopefully. But yeah, we're still challenging this short-term resistance at the moment. This is the short-term resistance. You see that used to be a resistance right here. So if we continue to cross the 1140 level, then now we have a breakout. Looks like it's starting to create that cup and handle pattern, right? Looks like, right? Maybe it is going to drop and then continue like that. Okay, so that's something we need to closely monitor. Maybe, for all you know, you will be given a chance at the 255, 260 area, and then it takes off again. So still, for me, this is a buy level, and I'm addressing our long-term, mid to long-term investors here. Yes, you can trade, but definitely my tone as I speak about Nito is look at the long-term payoff of the stock. Okay, interesting. BSC also solid green today with a 7% increase, and volume is also looking good. There's an increase in the volume higher than the average. Look at the cloud, we're higher than that. So there's a big chance that we could be continuing again, continue the movement going up. Okay, you can even draw an uptrend channel. Uptrend. See that? It could be moving in this direction. Okay, we'll try to observe. But for me, I find the stock bullish. Okay, no news. ACEN. ACEN, I also like what I'm seeing for ACEN. We're now opening up. Our Bollinger Band is opening now, coming from a constricted one. And just know that there's a resistance very near, and that would be around this level, around 794. All right, and yeah, around 794 or 797, very near. So just in case you want to be on the conservative side, if it is going to drop, I just see it dropping around the 727 level, still at a good area. BDO still flatlining, giving our investors a chance to accumulate, and no big moves here. I'm not seeing any big moves. the stock is really, the market cap of this stock is so huge. That's the reason why we cannot um, make drastic moves within a day. Okay, so you're still at a very healthy, very cheap level, and just look at it on the brighter side, the bigger picture. You still have a 158 here as your peak. Let's check Ali. Ali still moving below the MA20 line. So we are still within that downtrend channel, but I hope it could also follow the um, footsteps of this one. Yeah, where we crossed the MA29. So we are still resisting at the downtrend resistance at the moment. See that? Look at this. Okay, so that's our trigger. One, I think the safest is the moment we cross the MA20 line. That's the safe area to conclude that we have changed the direction and we're now moving higher. Okay, so where is the support right now? It is maybe it's right here. Actually, the area where it is at right now, that is the support level we're looking at. Okay, 34.28 level. There used to be a resistance here. See that? That became a support here. Okay, I think that is it for this evening. Um, by the way, guys, I also have a second channel, and if you want a music to be played in the background while you focus on your charts, my second channel is I designed the second channel as well for my own consumption. I've stored relaxing music and videos that you can just play in the background while you do your research. Okay, let me just show that to you very quickly. This is my second channel, guys. And while I'm recording this, I have one video that I'm uploading at the moment as we speak. Okay, so probably by the time I publish this video, the rendering is already done. Okay, as you can see, all the music that I have here are relaxing music. Okay, right. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day. It's already at 2:39 in the morning here in Manila, April 8th. So it's a pre-open stock market review. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching and good night.